Hello everybody, this is One of Each Gaming. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with perhaps one of my favorite games of all time, Tales of Graces F. And in the last episode, we beat the game. And then, I need to tell you about something that happened. So I decided to sit down and stream the other day. Not quite sure exactly when this was, but a couple nights ago. And you know what ended up happening while I was streaming? Well, as it was, I got about 6 hours into Lineage and Legacies, and had one of what I thought was the most enjoyable streams I've had in a long time. However, when I decided to go back and rewatch the stream to make sure it had good quality and all that stuff, and to check up on a couple things, I couldn't find the stream on my channel anywhere. And that was a little bit concerning. So, what ended up happening is, for some reason, we had a glitch in the channel or something where the stream that I was doing didn't stream. So I had just gone 6 hours into Lineage and Legacies. And luckily, I have a clear file, which I can easily go back to Lineage and Legacies. However, I had ground for about 3.5 hours for many soul orbs, and I didn't want to lose that progress. And so I made an executive decision. I said, you know what? I'm going to speedrun the rest of Lineage and Legacies, skipping all cutscenes, watching all of the skits, but skipping all of the skits, and fulfilling as many requests as I can while battling as many enemies as I possibly could. I then got to the very last save point of Lineage and Legacies, and at that point I saved and stopped and saved it on an old file. So, we're going to be playing through Lineage and Legacies, however, it won't have nearly as much grinding, right? The soul orbs won't be happening nearly as much. Okay, so let's pull this up. Sorry, just gonna pull up the guide for Lineage and Legacies. Do you know what I think would be fun to do to start off with? Actually, let's do this after. We'll do the Trial of Graces maybe at the end of the stream. So let's go Lineage and Legacies, and we can start from right here. Luckily. This is so beautiful. The blue flower with Lineage and Legacies coming up, that's so cool. And this is all new content that was added to the PS3 version after the Wii. Oh, a memorial for Asbel's dad.
It's already been a year since my father died.
Crazy. So this is taking place 1 year after the game.
There are lots of flowers.
I think just about everyone in Lawn brought some.
Sorry, this is taking place 1 year after the beginning of the main arc of Tales of Graces F, because the main arc begins with us learning about Lord Aston's death. So perhaps we're a couple months, like our journey probably lasted a couple months. So
Here. There's still much for me to learn as a lord, but I'll do my best.
We believe in you, Asbel.
Just as my father did. Rest in peace, Dad.
Are you sad, Asbel?
No, I'm actually all right. All people die. Maybe tomorrow, maybe years from now. but it happens to everyone, and I understand that now.
All people must die. Eventually.
But still, I can't help having regrets. I wish we would have talked more. I wish he could see what Hubert and I have become. So I guess I'm sad about that.
Oh. Damn, man. Like, Sophie is not okay. Hello? Sophie. You look like a mix between Sophie and Tinkerbell.
What will you do when everyone else is dead?
Okay. It's an interesting question.
Sophie?
So then, clearly to me, the theme of this game, Lineage and Legacies that is going to be conquering the fear of letting go, right? Not being afraid to live and love while you can, and then being able to move on knowing that there's this natural cycle that has to happen, that's okay to happen. And Sophie struggling with the fact that she's technically an immortal being.
Did you just see?
Also, very cute outfit for Sophie. I like the outfit change. It's much more human.
I must have been dreaming.
I've never heard of anyone dreaming while they're still wide awake. Sounds like you were out late last night. Come on, let's go back. You probably just need a nap or something.
Isn't it interesting how Richard's eyes, when he was fully under Lambda's control, went red? And Asbel has blue eyes. So what happens when you mix red and blue? Purple is formed. So what is his left eye? Blue. What's Asbel's right eye? It's purple. So the left eye signifies Asbel's consciousness, his will, his personhood, everything that you are comprised of, Asbel still has in its entirety. However, there's also a part of Asbel in which Asbel's a neutral shared space with Lambda, right? The fusion of red and blue that we saw at the end of Graces there. And then you can see within the purple this small red iris, the small red ring just around the iris. And that signifies the lurking danger that Lambda poses to Asbel's whole consciousness. Because he's essentially a demon. Or at least one with that much power. Okay, so here we are. We're in the cemetery, or we were in the cemetery is what I meant to say. Which is why we never saw that grave in the main game. Oh, wait. Do you know what I didn't do? I mean, technically I don't have to, because I've completed this, as I said. I've gotten all the discoveries, so if we miss something during this playthrough, it's really not a big deal. Worst case, I can add, like, an addendum.
Has it really been half a year since we all traveled together? Where did the time go?
It's been a busy few months.
It's been 6 months since we defeated Lambda.
Rough. Especially with all of those meetings about returning the Lant domain back to Windor.
Asbel, is your hand okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. It's fine. Thanks. Don't worry about it. It just got a little cramped up from all the paperwork. That's all.
Well, it's been fun. I've learned all kinds of interesting things from helping you. It's a nice change from all the fighting.
Thanks, Sophie. Wow. Half a year. I wonder if, after all this time, I've become a worthy lord like my dad was.
You've certainly gained the people's respect. At least you had at the end of Graces, so... I would assume, Asbel, you're well on your way. Now, head to the Lant Manor for a scene, and then head to Asbel's room.
They're dead.
It can't be helped, Sophie. Their time was just up.
Can't be helped.
Don't worry, you took great care of them, and they left lots of seeds. They'll
Yeah,
bloom
that's
again
right.
next year.
Asbel, I was wondering.
And again, the flower, this is really interesting. The symbolism of a flower has always been utilized to reference Sophie, right? And the Sopharia flowers growing where the Eleth meets between the three. But now, the Sopharia flowers seem to be rather representing either Sophie's fear of death or straight up just representing Asbel himself. Because Asbel is a flower destined to wither one day. Sharia is a flower destined to wither one day. And at the very end of Graces, what did we see with Sophie? But Sophie running around and playing with a young child of Asbel, right? Not Asbel himself. It's like she's reliving the childhood arc through Asbel's child. So this idea of a flower dying but planting seed seems significant.
Hello, Mom. Not this again.
Uh-oh.
You're nearly 20 years old. It's time for you to start thinking about
Uh-oh.
marriage.
Look, I keep telling you, it's too soon.
Oh, nonsense. Isn't that nonsense, Frederick?
Lady Carey is most correct, Master Asbel.
You must find a wife to bear you a child, so that the family name might live on.
I know all that.
If you really knew, I wouldn't be forced to keep reminding you, would I? And yet you seem to find one excuse after another.
Look, it's just...
You already have multiple offers to choose from. Why not find a girl you like, and at least meet with her?
Master Asbel!
Bailey, my
What is
guy.
it?
What's up?
Those
You
monsters
saved
are
me, by the
attacking
way.
the
Thank
Eastern High
you.
Road. Please, come quickly.
Oh, what's that?
Right.
Sorry, Mom.
We're on
Gotta
our
go.
way.
Can't talk. Need to... Important Lord business. Actually, I didn't quite see. I want to see something. How many flowers were there? Were there 7 flowers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7. It represents the whole party. It represents everybody that Sophie knows. Now, actually, I just realized that, and technically there would only be 6 for her. But this represents the whole party, everyone that Sophie knows passing away. At least that's what I think. Oh. Oh, do you have any... Actually, I probably don't even need to do that. We'll just do them later on. Let's watch this scene.
Right. I guess it's finally time that I go clean up my desk. Might as well take a look at these marriage proposals Mom left behind as well. At least I can tell her later that I looked through them. Let's see. Anise Tatlin, 13 years old. She's just a kid.
Oh, such a
But
great
that's funny.
reference.
She kind of reminds me of Sharia when she was that age.
Just as fiery.
What about this one? Natalie Fletcher, 19 years old. Nurturing
I
and
don't know
responsible.
Natalie.
Enjoys caring for orphan children. Hey, that sounds like something Sharia would do. Huh. I don't know. This doesn't feel right for some reason.
Natalie Fletcher is from Tales of Destiny 2. The more you know, hey? Okay, so Now that we've done this, we can head to the study. Right here.
You're really working hard, aren't you, Asbel?
Yeah, you could say that. I have to get up to speed so I can be a proper lord and support everyone.
People in the village keep talking about how you try all the time, and they hope everything's okay.
What? Cry all the time? I know I have a ways to go, but wow, they must really think I'm in over my head.
I mean, if you stopped
can't
crying
win
in
if you don't
public.
try. And everyone knows how hard, Asbel?
You just destroyed him, Sophie. That's odd. I didn't think Dad would keep a reference book on his shelf. That is no mere reference book. It is a flower journal Lord Aston gave to Lady Carey. He gave Mom a flower journal? Master Asbel, are you aware of who tended to this manor's garden? I assume that we had a gardener, or that you did it. Both wrong, sir. It was all done by Lord Aston himself. You're kidding. This actually reminds me of an old story. It happened about 20 years ago. Oh, right before Asbel was born, hey? Man, Aston worked quick after this, eh? What's up, Lady Carey? So this is Launt's matter. Ooh, ignored, snubbed, offended. Man, Frederick still looks old here. Lord Aston, my name is Carey. I've just arrived from the capital. Welcome to Launt, Lady Carey. You must be exhausted after such a long journey. Oh no, I'm fine, thank you. Oh my, I didn't think he'd be this much older than me. Dinner is ready, Lady Carey. Shall I accompany you to the dining room? Yes, if you please. She thinks that this is Lord Aston. I don't really mind the country, but there are so many insects, and can I really spend my life in a place like this? Is something amiss? No, I apologize for keeping you waiting. What am I going to do? I miss Verona already. I shouldn't have to do this just because I'm the youngest. My sisters were married to nobles from Verona and Grailside. I want to go home. That's the best fake cry you're getting. Sorry, guys. Several days later. Do you think she'll remain? I'm not sure. She's hardly even eating. At this rate. Hey, just what do you think you're doing? How dare you deceive me like that? I'm sure I have no idea what you're referring to. Don't play dumb with me, Mr. Butler. You're not Lord Aston. That guy over there is Lord Aston. How ridiculous. It's all right, Frederick. You can stop now. I'm sorry for making you do this. Are you going to apologize to me or what? Apologize? To you? Why should I? What? Because you deceived me. That's why. I want nothing to do with a woman like you. Ooh, who does he think he is? He's so rude and cold and rude. Refuse me? Huh. I'm going to refuse him. Yeah, okay, whatever you say, Lady Carrie. I'm sure that you can do that. I'm going back to Verona, and that's the end of it. Lord Aston, are you sure you won't reconsider? Right now, I'm the only one who can protect His Highness. I have a bad feeling, sir. The Vendelian army will not hesitate to attack. That's exactly why I need to protect him, Frederick. Because, oh, you're still here. Yes, I'm still here. What are you talking about? Did something happen? Vendel's army is invading in numbers. But that makes no sense. How did they cross the mountains? Lady Carrie, please. You must help me stop him. My master's very life is in danger. Well, isn't that a shame? I figured you'd like nothing more than being a martyr for the king. Take care of the flower bed when I'm gone. I will do no such thing. I'll be returning to the capital as soon as I can. You go have fun with your little war, whatever it is you're doing. Learn to love the flowers. Learn to love the flowers? Are you mad? Sir Frederick, if you'll excuse me, please wait. It's dangerous to leave now. Vendelian soldiers could appear at the high road at any moment. This is madness. It's been 3 days now. How much longer will you keep me prisoner in this town? Please, my lady, have patience until Lord Aston returns. This book. What is it? That is Lord Aston's flower journal. This is a journal? It's as detailed as an encyclopedia. He did say something about taking care of the flowers, didn't he? Maybe this journal is the reason. They withered up. Perhaps it's because of this rainy weather we've been having. How can I help them? Shield them from the rain, perhaps? I'm sorry, madam, but I have little experience in such matters. Very well. Bring me an umbrella. Perhaps you could leave the umbrella and return inside? That's okay. I'll show him. I'll record how I saved these flowers in that journal of his. In that case, Lady Carrie, I shall be on my way. No, Frederick, I need you to suffer with me, because I'm lonely. Very good, madam. Is Lord Aston gonna come back? Heck yeah. Lord Aston, oh, it does my heart good to see you again. Sorry to worry you, Frederick. Did anything happen while I was away? Well, as it turns out... Oh, good. This would have been a waste of time if you'd been killed. You're still here. Could you come this way, please? "30 days is a long time to leave someone alone. Anyway, this is how I pass the days. See, every missing part of the book is now complete. I kept my word, even though I barely remember giving it in the first place. So now I want to ask you something. Before you left, You told me to love the flowers. Why did you ask me to do that? What did you mean by it? Your gift for conversation is truly without peer, Lord Aston. Now speak. Was this all just a ruse to drive me away? If you can love flowers, you can love people. What does that mean? If you can't even protect a flower, you'll never protect the people that you care about. Is that how you protect your people and the king? Those who cannot love life are unable to protect anyone. I thought that applied to you as well, but it seems I've misjudged you. Yes, well, you can start the apologies by learning my name. It's Carrie, by the way. Right. Carrie. It's a beautiful name. Ooh, Aston laying on that game. Aston just received the Remastered title. So that's where he gave the flower journal to Mum. Correct. If you can love flowers, you can protect people, huh? I wonder if I can do that. Both your parents loved flowers deeply, Lord Asbel. I'm sure you will be no different. Man, what a great scene, giving context to both Lord Aston and Lady Carrie. And also showing this bonding moment on how they learned to love each other through Carrie learning to love the flowers. And that's what strengthened their bond. And it's interesting because Asbel became worthy of becoming the Lord through trying to protect Sophie, the flower, or the one represented by the flower. And now Sophie's learning how to love but let go. Love but not be traumatized by the love, and traumatized by the fact that they are traumatized by the fact that one day you have to let go, so you never even go in the first place. Nice, we got Puff Pedal down. So over here, the reason why I warped over to Ulray is so we can talk to this guy. Sorry, won't be any ships heading out for a while. We're in the middle of a labor strike. Thanks to improved international relations, our passenger load is more than doubled. But our wages haven't changed. This cannot stand. Men are starting to collapse from sheer exhaustion. I'm afraid you'll have to reach your destination some other way. I know it's inconvenient, but our lives and our jobs are at stake. Sorry, pal. Alright, I get it. I'm glad relations have improved between the three countries, but it's a shame they're bringing up all these new problems. We'd love to see you again, once management sees the light. Yeah, okay. Okay, so now we can head over to Turtles HQ. Hey there. Travelers, welcome to Turtles headquarters. On behalf of all Turtles, I'd like to apologize for the interruption of the Turtles' transport. Did something happen? We've been operating in the reds for a while now. We can't just justify the expenses at the moment. Really? You're losing money? Business has boomed in the last 6 months. What, 'cause of new travel between the three nations? But we gots to feed our tortoises, you know? And that meat ain't free. We went and spent all our golds on feed, and now we're operating at a loss. I see. I guess that makes sense.
The more transports we get, the more gold we lose. So now only TOPS applicants can pass the Turtles entrance exam. Oh, I'm a Turtles in training, so there's nothing I can do. They won't even let me pass the test.
That's because your grades are terrible. Well, good luck. We'd love to find us some replacement feed, but we've been so busy we ain't had time. Do the tortoises only eat meat? What am I? A veterinarians? Believe me, I'd love to feed them new foods and see how they takes it.
But there's no point unless the new feed can be produced in mass quantities.
In that case, you should look into some locally grown products. I bet we could get a lot of apples from Windor. Well then, you get your hands on some of them apples and you bring them here, yeah? We'd be most appreciative, yeah? Alright, if we find any apples, we'll be sure to bring them here.
Please, you gots to help us.
Good luck, friends! Put your flippers away. Why did I just now realize you guys have flippers instead of arms? Ah, they like some. They're so sweet. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we don't need to read this text. This text is just, hey, what if their crop isn't good? Okay, so we figured out 3 different new foods for them, so no matter where they go, they can eat, they can buy the fruit. There. Okay, so now I'm gonna go East Lawn High Road, except apparently I have to actually exit this to get back into the shuttles. Okay, now I can go. East Lawn High Road will warp there and will instantly be where we need to be, which is right here. Ooh. Damn, it is not good to see you again, monster. I thought we dealt with you. Why are you here?
We've got this.
You will survive.
Okay.
Also, what's nice, in the other file, I almost have every single B art mastered for at least Asbel. I plan to do a New Game Plus run of this game, so I'm not sure if I'm going to stream it. I haven't quite decided yet. It might be fun to stream through, but it also might be fun not to stream through.
You saved my life.
No
Are
worries.
you hurt?
No, I'm fine, but the soldiers...
Bailey, can your men take him back to Lant?
Right away, sir. These monsters have become more active of late.
I know. Each week seems to bring more of them.
I was hoping they died down for good.
Increase security on the high roads. We can't afford for anyone else to be hurt.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes, my lord. I'll send more guards right away.
I hope this is the last of it. Come on, Sophie. Let's go back.
Sophie?
Something wrong? Okay then.
She's still thinking about Asbel's death. Okay, here we go. So now coming back to launch, we're gonna rest at our house and then watch a couple scenes here.
Asbel?
Yeah? What is it?
Are you going to die too?
Am I... what?
Will you go away forever, like your father did? If I protect you, will that keep you alive?
Oh, that's... Thanks, Sophie. But dying is something you can't do much about. I could catch some disease or trip and fall down the stairs, or anything, you know? Even if I live a long life, my time's still going to end eventually. But you don't have to worry. That's probably decades away.
But that's nothing. Not when time passes so quickly. It wasn't so long ago that you used to be shorter than me. And you were a much slower runner than you are now. But I'm still the same. I haven't changed in years. Is it because I'm different from everyone? Will I be left behind because I'm not human?
Sophie.
He's like, I don't know how to
I'm
deal
sorry,
with this.
Asbel. I'll see you at home.
Well, that was just a little bit depressing, but I'm glad that she's dealing with it. Like, she's not avoiding it.
I do not wish to pry, Lord Asbel, but did you and Sophie have a fight?
Kind
She
of.
fled straight to her room the moment she came home.
Sophie.
Oh, and this arrived while you were out. It's from King Richard.
Could you get Bailey for me, Frederick?
Right away, sir.
I got you. The letter from Richard. You know what this means, guys.
What did it say?
It's about the recent increase in monster attacks. Apparently the same thing is happening in Windor, Strata, and Fendel.
Then it's worse than we thought.
Looks like it.
Do you have a plan, sir?
Richard thinks he's found one of the monster's nests. He's convinced all 3 countries to join forces and destroy it.
So the letter was a request for your assistance.
Yes, which means I'll be leaving Lant for a while.
Then I wish you safe travels, Lord Asbel. I will watch over things in your absence.
Thank you, Bailey. I'll head for the capital tomorrow.
Understood.
Will you be taking Sophie with you, Master Asbel?
I'd like to, but I'm not sure how she's feeling.
You know what we're doing. Alright, let's go get Sophie. Let's get this party started. Alright, let's go get our party members. And let's go. Okay, so. Oh, Sophie!
Come on, Sophie. Let's get going.
It's time to go get Richard. Come on.
Sophie? Are you hiding? Come on.
What is going on?
Lord Asbel, if you're looking for Sophie, she left some time ago.
Oh? Where did she go?
What? Did she say where she was going?
No, I'm afraid not, my lord. Isn't it a little early in the morning for all this racket?
Sophie's gone.
Well, don't panic. She probably decided to visit a flower meadow or something of that nature. Leave finding Sophie to us. Right now, you should head to the capital.
But
Sir, daylight is wasting. I promise to devote all our efforts to finding her. It would not be good to keep King Richard waiting, my lord.
You're right, of course. Okay, I'm counting on you.
Yes, sir.
Asbel,
Mother?
do think about meeting with at least one young bridal prospect when you return.
Yes, okay, Mom. Most definitely.
I told you.
Unless, of course, your resistance is because you have someone in mind already.
Maybe.
No, that's not... I mean, maybe I do. But maybe I don't know.
So indecisive. This is one of the most important decisions you will ever make.
I think fate's already decided, Lady Carrie.
So if you have your eye on someone already, I'll burn those other proposals myself.
Bird?
Can we please talk about this later? I need to go.
I wonder if she's trying to make Asbel think about marrying other women to force her into Sharia's arms. I think she knows. Especially since Frederick's with her a fair bit now. She knows what's up. Okay, so we are going to really quickly leave the southeast gate. And we're going to do that in order to come on out here and watch a skit.
I have to admit, traveling solo like this is kinda lonely. I can't remember the last time I walked out here without someone by my side. No funny stories from Pascal. No tall tales from the captain. No snappy retorts from Sharia or Hubert. Just doesn't feel right being here without them. Even Sophie. Sophie. Wait a minute. Do I always talk to myself like this?
I was gonna ask that myself. You okay there, Asbel? Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we are going to warp directly to Verona Castle, which is technically counted as a dungeon. Do 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 do. Oh,
Hello,
King
Asbel.
Rich.
It's so nice to see you again.
Oh, it's Sharia. Sharia! What's up, girl?
Sharia!
Wait a minute. What's the matter with you?
I just didn't expect to see you here, that's all.
King Richard has asked our relief organization for assistance.
Is that so? Well, I'm sure you'll be a huge help.
Why are you acting so weird?
It's nothing. So, how's the relief work going anyway?
We've been running ragged lately. People need our help more than ever. I've lost count of how many times I've visited Strata and Fendel.
That busy, huh? So does that mean that the monster attacks continue to keep on increasing?
We're at our busiest when times are bad. It's been pretty difficult. Honestly, I'd happily lose my job if it meant things were peaceful again.
Maybe don't say that, though.
So where's Sophie? Why isn't she here?
Well, she...
Tell me the truth. She's not sick, is she?
No, she's fine, but she...
Lord Asbel, Miss Sharia, thank
Duke
you
Dallin.
both so much for coming.
It's good to see you again, Duke Dallin.
His Highness is waiting in the throne room. Right this way, please.
The Traveling Healer title. Wonderful. Let's come on in here.
Asbel, Sharia, thank you for coming.
Richard, my guy, look at your drip.
What is it, Richard?
You're looking much less
Nothing.
evil now.
Don't worry about it.
No red eyes, no cape.
I'm sorry, Asbel.
Well, still a cape.
You came here despite all that's going on right now.
It's no trouble at all. I'm always ready to help you.
Always ready to help out. You haven't changed at all. All of this was, in no small way, all my fault. However, getting rid of these monsters is the best way I can think of to make amends. And yet it seems that I can't even do that without your assistance.
Richard, don't be so hard on yourself, dude.
It's all right.
Apologies for the delay, Your Highness.
Oh, if it ain't Hubert. Oh, it's the
good
guy.
to see you again, Captain. And you as well, Hubert. Now we just need Pascal, and our merry gang will be complete once again.
Wasn't Pascal supposed to accompany you, Captain?
Yes, I waited for her at the harbor, but she never showed up.
That girl never changes.
Yeah, literally.
I swear. What's she doing now?
Well, most of us have gathered, so let's go ahead and begin.
In the last month, monster attacks have been occurring in Strata with greater frequency.
It's the same in Fendel. We have fewer monsters, but each seems to do more damage than the last.
A familiar story. We and Windor share the same problem.
Do we know what's causing this?
We've been looking into it, but so far have learned nothing. However, we also know that King Richard has located one of their nests.
Recently,
Ooh.
some of my knights stumbled onto an ancient underground ruin in the area near Glowandi. The place was crawling with creatures spawned from Lambda.
I knew the foul beasts had to be hiding somewhere.
An underground nest? It's worth investigating at least.
And if we can destroy it all together, it should help cut down on the number of monster attacks.
The ruins appear to be of a Marcian origin.
So that's
I
why
guess
you
we're
wanted
going to go get
Pascal.
Pascal.
It's indeed unfortunate that she didn't make it.
Unfortunate, but not critical. We'll just have to investigate without her.
I suppose so. By the way, Asbel, where's Sophie?
She's... Actually, let's talk about that later. Right now we should focus on the ruins.
Asbel,
Very well. With your permission, Highness, we shall strike out immediately.
The entrance to the ruins is in the catacombs beneath Verona. Let's get going.
Sharona. Sorry, just doing one quick thing here. Okay, now that we have done that, we've got Richard in our party finally. And Richard has gotten a whole bunch of new titles, as you can see. Okay, so watch the skit The Odd Man Out.
It's been too long, Asbel.
I know, it's been a while. It's good to see all of you guys again.
It's good to see you as well.
Likewise, it seems I've seen these two more than my own brother lately.
Wait, you have?
Hubert is in charge of Strata's Nova Monster Eradication Force. I've seen him at the Tri-Nation conferences.
My responsibilities have also taken me to Fendel, where Captain Malik has been of great assistance.
As the Chancellor's envoy, I've had chances to meet with King Richard on many occasions.
Hold on, seriously? And you guys never invited me?
Come now, Asbel. These are hardly social calls.
Okay. We need to... Oh, wait. I'm silly. We're in Verona. We need to go visit Glowandi. Glowandi. And then we will go back to Lond.
This reminds me of when we traveled around Verona as children.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I pretended to be your older brother, Tiger Festival.
Yeah, my naming sense back then was kind of, pathetic. But I could come up with a much better name for you now.
I fear I must decline. Richard seems to suit me. Asbel, do you still wish you had an older brother?
Yeah.
That's right.
One named Tiger
I used to
Festival.
think about that when I was a kid, didn't I? Oh well.
Then you can call me your brother.
Huh? Like, out loud? Well, if you really want me to. Brother.
Yes, Asbel.
It's kind of embarrassing. Maybe I just need to say brother the way Hubert does.
Yes, that's more like it. Try it again.
Brother.
Good.
Brother.
Nice.
They've lost their minds.
Yeah, no doubt. That was a ridiculous scene. Okay, so now we can go to the Verona Catacombs. We're gonna head right in there, and there's a fair few chests. I think there's like 5 chests in here. Feel free to explore. All the old chests have respawned. Feel free to fight the enemies if you need to. We're not going to be. We're going to be rushing through this relatively quickly. Okay. We're on the wrong side. Yeah, if I walk by a chest, I'll grab it for sure, but I'm not going to go out of my way. We're going to head over here and watch the skit Wise
The
Words.
relief organization must be tough work.
Yes, but it's also quite rewarding. And after all the hard work, it got me thinking about the past. It's a little late, but I finally understand how you felt when you decided to become a knight 7 years ago.
You do?
You wanted to get stronger so you could protect your friends.
Yeah, you're right.
So will you support me?
Of course.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Give it your best.
I will.
The phrase, men surrender their ideals in adolescence, women pursue them in maturity, comes to mind.
Wise words. Who spoke them?
The one and only M. Caesar.
I've heard that name
What a
before.
genius.
Wait, that's your name. Must you inconvenience
Elder Bat.
Great job. You performed reasonably as well.
Thank you, Hubert. I'll take that. I'll take it. Okay, so again, we're going to be trying to get through this area relatively quickly.
I can't believe all this is underneath Glowandi.
It's the first I've known about it.
We found a similar looking ruin beneath Wallbridge, remember?
That's true. They do seem quite similar.
I imagine the Amarcians built them around the same time.
I wonder what they're for.
I'm sure Pascal would be full of theories.
Perhaps. At any rate, let's press on and see what we can learn.
I sense powerful monsters down here. Keep your wits about you.
Oh. Fame sans fortune. Fame, not
I've been
fortune.
hearing about
Okay.
your work from travelers. Everyone says you're doing a great job.
In Strata, King Richard is more popular than even our own president. You can actually buy trading cards with his picture on them.
In Fendel, his popularity rivals that of the Chancellor. I'm not sure who is more famous.
Please believe me. I don't lead these monster hunts out of some mad desire for fame. My earlier actions dealt a considerable amount of economic damage to both Fendel and Strata. to make restitution for those deeds, Windor has taken on massive amounts of debt. But I'm no fool. Confidence in leadership is something that no amount of money can buy.
Your popularity is manifest proof of the trust the people of this world hold for you. In truth, you're the envy of leaders everywhere.
Thank you, Malik. And yet, does that justify what's happening?
Justify what?
My retainers are selling keychains with my face on them. They make dolls in my image, and even King Richard fruit snacks, all to pay down the debt.
How shameless.
You know what that means. 0 to hero, just like that. Okay.
This won't take long.
What's up, guys? We'll just get these down as much as we can and as fast as we can. Also, I want to make everyone as... I want to make them aggressive. All 5 of them. Beautiful.
I serve to protect.
By the way, I absolutely love that spell, Indignation.
Watch out!
Richard! How dare you?
Hubert is angry. How dare you get in my brother's way?
Blessed droplet, drive away evil in this one. How about this? Lightning blast.
A lot of health this plum sap Treant has.
Here goes. Poison rain. Blessed droplet, drive away evil in this name. Blessed bolt, seal our triumph. Divine favor.
Face your fate.
Blessed bolt, seal our triumph. Divine favor.
I love that spell. That spell's so bloody good. Like, straight up.
And in this name, lay waste to our foes. Divine favor.
That wasn't pretty, but a win is a win.
A win is a win. You're exactly right. Okay, so we're gonna... Yeah, this is exactly like the Mithril Caves dungeon from Rebirth.
You okay, Richard?
Yes, I'm fine.
Are we...
I don't think we can get back up that way.
That looks almost like a
look like it.
Valkanus Creus.
Asbel, Richard, are you okay?
We're fine. Keep going. We'll meet you up ahead.
Okay, be careful down there.
Kind of takes you back to when we were kids, huh?
Except Sophie was with us as well.
Yeah, she was.
Asbel?
What is it?
How is Lambda doing? Has he been speaking with you or trying to manipulate you in any way?
No, he hasn't tried anything like that.
He keeps on getting me to try to break my diet, though, whenever we go into 7-Eleven. Asbel. Buy the chips.
Killed
Said,
Sophie
Lambda,
because I
we
carried
don't
that
have
thing
any
inside
money.
me.
It doesn't matter.
If that
Buy
ever
the
happened to you.
chips.
Don't worry, Richard. Sophie and I are just fine. It's true that neither of us knows what Lambda will do going forward. But living with Lambda was my decision. Whatever problems come up, I'll find a way to deal with them.
Will you go away forever? like your father did? Will I be left behind because I'm not human?
Whatever.
So sad.
Problems.
Oh, Asbel.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I probably just hurt myself when we fell.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Come on, let's go.
It's like Lambda woke up a little bit there. That's what it feels like.
Ow!
That
You
wound
okay?
must be more serious than you thought.
Yeah, maybe. I sure wish Sharia was here.
Of course. You finally reunite with Sharia after a half year, only to be torn asunder once more.
Actually, that's not what I
understand, and yet, why so long? Sharia has been busy with her work, but I know she's had many occasions to return to Lant.
She's been back twice, and both times I was in important meetings with my people.
Fool! What am I going to do with you, Asbel?
Huh?
Who is more important? The woman who comes all the way to see you or some inconsequential vassal?
Hey, my vassals aren't inconsequential.
Clearly, I need to educate you on the many great facets of gentlemanly behavior.
Thanks, but I'll pass.
Asbel, you would be wise to listen to him. Okay, so west, west, north. Okay, so just over here is a chest that we can get. Has the Sylph Cloak, a very good cloak for Richard. Not quite as good as the Elven Cloak, though. And then we can come on over here, where there's going to be a cutscene.
I hope Sharia and the others are doing all right.
Hubert and Captain Malik are there. I'm sure they're fine. Anyway, this place seems safe. Why don't we rest for a bit?
Yes, Asbel, rest, and make me more chips.
Hey, Richard?
Yes?
Richard used to buy me chips. But I guess you're not cool like Richard.
Do you ever think about the future? I mean, decades from now?
Where'd that come from?
Sophie was talking about how I'm gonna leave her behind when I die. I told her it was decades away and she shouldn't worry about it. I mean, I hadn't even really thought about it myself. But that just made her more upset. She said the years would pass in no time at all.
Is that why she isn't here?
It made me realize how differently she experiences time.
She seems so human. Sometimes I forget she won't grow old and die like the rest of us.
I've always treated her like a normal person, and I don't regret that at all. But at the same time, I haven't given the future a whole lot of thought.
Perhaps these are thoughts you should share with her instead of keeping them to yourself. If she mentioned it to you, it's likely a concern she's had for some time.
That's true.
You were able to accept Lambda's loneliness. If anyone can help Sophie with hers, it's you.
You're right. Thanks for talking to me.
Happy to help. Come on. I'm sure the others are getting worried.
Then let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so where is my guide? Here we go. Found it. So now we can come over here. Head west, check the orange device. Sure.
I can't make out anything from up here.
Asbel, Richard, are you okay?
We're fine. Keep going. We'll meet you up ahead.
Okay, be careful down there.
That's my brother. Tough as a rock, if nothing else.
We should move before more monsters show up.
I totally agree. Okay, so, let us see. Head west, north, and then south. Good, we can get the dangerous liquid here. Now we're gonna go north twice to reach a lavender. Perfect. Continue west till you get a scene. Can do.
There certainly are a lot of monsters down here.
I just hope what we're doing helps to lessen the attacks on our people.
Your relief organization must have been heavily taxed recently. Are you getting enough rest?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just glad I can help somehow. I was so sick as a child, I never thought I'd be able to do anything. I guess I'm trying to make up for it now.
That's good for the people, but what about you? What about you and Asbel? My mother says he's been swamped with marriage proposals.
Oh?
Guys like him may be slow on the uptake, but once they make a choice, things tend to move quickly.
Well, I wish he'd hurry up so our mother can stop worrying about it.
Why don't you get married first? That might help ease her mind a little.
Well, why are we talking about me now?
We're talking about Asbel.
Don't play dumb. We've all heard about your possible engagement to the president's daughter.
What? Really?
How do you know about that?
People talk, I listen. At this rate, you'll be the new president of Strata in no time.
Hubert, when did this happen?
It's nothing to do with me. The president brought up the idea of his own accord. And even if I did marry her, that doesn't mean I'd take over Strata. The presidency is not passed down through a bloodline. I thought you knew that.
Hey, wait up!
Kids these days.
Okay, let's go back to the guide over here. Perfect. After that, head south to get the skit, the marrying type.
Marriage, huh? It's a wonderful thing.
That's strange talk, coming from a lifelong bachelor.
They say that when life breaks your spirit, a wife can help to mend it. And when you find yourselves apart, you need only shut your eyes to see her again.
Until she seizes control of your life one piece at a time and you find your own hopes and dreams put on hold. You can't even spend your own salary. You have to beg permission for every little thing you want to buy. Precious belongings you've labored to collect are tossed like so much junk.
Hubert has some commitment issues.
Your purse and blowing all your coin on some fancy hat.
That's very specific. Have you been married before?
Even a cursory examination of the topic proves that this is the only outcome.
Of
Instead of
course.
selecting a wife who intends to live solely through her husband's station, one should seek an independent-minded woman that... Yes, well, I think I've said enough. And if you're so eager to endorse the institution of marriage, perhaps you should get married yourself.
In any case, marriage is a wonderful thing. Don't you agree, Sharia?
Frick, that's so cute.
Sharia?
Huh?
Like they're like,
right,
"Ah."
marriage. Yeah, sure, you should marry someone if you want. I can't imagine doing it myself.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Sharia?
Waiting until you've completed all the things you want to do would be pretty selfish. Wouldn't it?
Called out. Absolutely destroyed. So we're gonna hit the south block here. Okay, so So now we can head west here and switch parties over to Asbel and them. Okay, so we're going to go west. And then we're going to hit this block here. Okay, so now we've done that, we're going to come all the way over here. And then we're going to go north. And having gone north, we're going to switch parties one more time. By the way, I don't recall this being, there we go, all that difficult to get the soul orbs here. I recall simply having to go up and down. Like, I found a place that had the enemy that I wanted, and then I went up and down in order to get them. I'll show you one area that I ground out enemies. Because you can go up and down floors, and that will respawn enemies through that way. Frigid Coffin looks wrong on that freaking mystic art, man. Am I supposed to have access to that? You can now continue to go west. No, I can't.
This'll be a breeze.
I really don't want to fight. Let's just escape. And then we'll go item, holy bottle. Okay, so what if I missed something back here? How do I hit that block in particular? Because there's nothing over there. That's just a chest. Right, over here is this. Aha, I think. Oh, magic card of 70. Yeah, that's something. And if we go north over here, we can really quickly grab that. Even though we don't have one of those, we can grab the elixir really easily. So now come back here and you're going to switch groups again. Perfect. Now this time we've actually gotten it. Now we're going to go south, and that's going to lead us to the discovery.
Wait a minute. I feel like I've seen something like this before.
It was in the ruins beneath Wallbridge.
Yeah, that's right. Where we saw the illusion of Sophie.
Asbel, I need to ask you a question. Can you ever forgive me for Sophie?
Huh? What's this all of a sudden? Did you do something to upset her?
When Lambda had taken control of me, I tried to kill her. If I'd possessed the strength to resist Lambda, to free myself from his bonds, there wouldn't have been a battle at all.
Oh, that? Yeah, Sophie was never even angry about that. Look, Richard, she fought you because it was her duty as Protoss Haste. But even so, she kept reminding herself that you were her friend, and she held back when you fought.
I never knew she was struggling with such emotion.
If it makes you feel better, we can go back to the tree and renew our friendship pact with Sophie. It might be a nice way for us to relive those days.
It just might be.
It just might be. Okay, so we were right here. Renewing that now head north from the gold blocks to reach the Needle of Extinction.
Keep your guard.
Again, I'm just gonna run.
We gotta bail.
There we go. Now I can grab this chest. And another switching device, ignore it and go west and north to bump another gold block. Now switch parties again. Alright, let's go over to the other party. Okay, so follow the path west until a split. Until a split and go east to eventually bump a gold block. What does it mean? Follow the path west. Okay, so it's talking like back here, right? Am I wrong?
Must you inconvenience us so? A strategic withdrawal.
Ow, ow, ow. Okay. So we were here, right? Yes? Oh, oops. I actually think I was supposed to go the opposite way there. Okay, that went there. Was it this one? Yeah, it's this one right here. So now we can switch back to Asbel. Okay, so we're gonna head west and then east. This is going to get us 5 suspicious powder, which is very, very helpful. West, east, then east. From here, go back into the north. Follow the west path until you have a switch. Ah, and switch parties. Okay. I also love the idea of, like, them making the way for each other. Go west and then south. This should get us magic card number 71. Perfect. Now head back and go north. I actually really like this dungeon. I don't know if I would like this dungeon if I had to solve it on my own, because it seems somewhat complicated, but it's a blast. I actually really appreciate the Amarcian dungeons in this game. Now, switch and follow the path north until you meet up with Hubert's party for a scene. So I'm assuming this way. We're gonna head north and then west. And I think we just met up with Hubert. Heck yeah.
Asbel. Glad to see you're all okay.
Are the two of you all right?
Yeah, we're fine.
Sorry to make you worry.
I don't know what we'd do if something happened to you, King Richard.
Your concern for my well-being is touching.
That's okay, Asbel. If anything happens, I'll protect you.
Your words are wasted on me, Your Highness.
I'm only doing what you would do for me.
Hey, come on.
This reminds me of when we were kids.
Yes, it does.
I hate to break up the happy reunion, but we need to keep moving.
Okay, so now we can continue onwards and leave. Oh, I need to go to the southern portion here. Here we go. And we can do the necessary motivation.
Tell me, what did the three of you discuss while we were away?
Well, Sharia talked about her efforts with the relief organization, and then Hubert said he wanted Asbel to get married soon.
I see. It's hard to imagine Asbel getting married, isn't it?
Not necessarily. I can't help but think he already has a fine prospect by his side.
Yep.
You speak of Sharia, I assume. But those two
The
seem
one and
so
only.
awkward together. I fear it isn't going well.
Oh,
I
it's
hear you.
going.
I think they share the same feelings, but they just keep missing each other. You know, if a rival for their love entered in the picture, it might provide the necessary motivation. Of course. That's it.
What's it?
I'll step in to play the part of the rival.
Interesting. Show me what you would say.
Sharia, let's make out.
Captain!
Ugh.
Richard got a little too into that role play. Okay, head west and ascend via the green block. Now go south twice. Good, Annie's Carta. So you can use this to get back to the entrance, but we don't want to, so we're going to go north to get the Gustworks core discovery.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't this what regulates the functions of the Valkanists?
This?
Yes. We'd probably need to ask Pascal to find out the particulars.
Could a malfunction in this machine be to blame for the recent increase in monster attacks?
The Valkanist itself is still functioning properly, so I doubt this is related.
I hope everything's okay back home.
I'm sure Dallin and the others are doing a fine job. Or do you lack faith in your own companions, Sharia?
No, I didn't say that.
Everyone's waiting for our return. We cannot afford to disappoint them.
Right.
Trouble in the henhouse, Asbel. The atmosphere was practically sizzling between those two.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Must be those fire arts heating up the place.
That was a stretch.
That's so funny, actually. That's really funny. Malik's like, hey, look. Sherry is about to be stolen away. Go get her. Okay, so we're going to descend here, and then we can head west and then north. As you can see, there's a chest here. Once we get this, we can go back and continue to the west. And now, as you can see, there's only 2 more platforms left here. So, go south here to get a chest, where you'll get 1,000 units of Elith.
This will be a breeze.
Nice. Ooh. And then let's head back this way. Growing old
We could
together.
continue striking blindly towards the heart of the nest. However, we don't even know where that is.
Perhaps we should temporarily withdraw and study the matter further.
But we've come so far. A decisive attack still seems better.
Yes? What is it, Captain?
When I see the ones I trained debate their options so wisely, I can't help but suddenly feel like growing old isn't such a bad thing.
Why are we treating Malik like
People
he's
hate
old when
growing
he's like
older.
35?
Nobody wants to get closer to death. But when you see a bunch of slack-jawed kids transform into worthy adults, It really keeps your hope alive.
I see.
Perhaps the captain could offer some less melodramatic advice.
It would seem you're all still a bit too green for me to retire just yet.
Growing old isn't so bad, huh? But what happens in Sophie's case?
You're asking all the right questions, Asbel. All the right questions that I do not have the answer for.
More monsters!
There's something different about these.
Keep your guard up! Stand strong!
Okay. 3 legendary wyverns. Okay. That's right, go in on it, Asbel. Mm-hmm. Oh. What's going on with this battle?
These guys are tough.
No, they're not that tough.
At this rate, we won't last very much longer.
Is this supposed to be an unwinnable battle? Ooh.
Look out!
Damn.
Richard!
Look at you go, Richard.
Damn you! You'll pay for that!
You have awakened me.
Oh? That's not good.
Voice.
That feels bad. That feels real bad.
Entrust yourself to my power.
Lambda.
Hesitate, and your friends will die. Strike forth.
Damn. Okay. We're gonna samurai one strike him?
He just stopped it.
Now!
Alright, I suppose we can do that. But I would like to switch you two out. Thank you.
Everyone stay on your game.
Here we go. So now we are using Excel mode. What Excel mode does is, as far as I understand, it adds some special abilities to your battle. So right now, Asbel has fire, which protects him and causes damage upon contact.
Plenty of room for improvement, but we can let it slide.
Hubert's armor was tempered. Wonderful. You guys all okay?
Asbel, what just happened?
It was Lambda's power.
Lambda?
At least we were able to kill some of the monsters.
Yeah, that should cut down on the number of attacks.
I don't understand why these things are so strong.
I wish Pascal had come. I'm sure she could figure out something.
Perhaps. But there's nothing we can do about it now. Let's move out.
The most dangerous game.
Asbel, are you okay? Did Lambda... you know...
Yeah, I'm fine, Sharia. Really.
Is he saying anything?
No, he's dormant again.
Really?
Yes.
There is one thing I should warn you about from my time with Lambda.
Okay.
What is it?
Listen and listen well. No matter what happens, no matter how much Lambda pleads, you must not
Must not what?
play I Spy.
I Spy? What? You mean the kids game? Lambda actually plays that?
I got you! But knowing you, Asbel, I wouldn't be surprised if you two actually got that close.
Thanks, Richard. I'll ask Lambda for a game next time.
No, you won't.
It's like, shut up. That was the most, like, Asbel, be silent. Oh, what a cool frickin' looking blade. Okay, so now we can ascend and follow the path southeast-east.
Stay sharp, even against Let's make...
How about this?
No, stop it, stop it, stop. Stop it. Let me go. Thank you. So now we're gonna go east-east. Ascend. Then we're gonna go south-southeast. East, and then northeast, and then we're at the end. Or you could say the beginning. We've snaked our way around.
What's that? That looks like Pascal's communicator.
Hold on, I'll get it. It's from Pascal, all right.
Likely some pathetic excuse about why she missed the boat.
She says Sophie is with her.
Asbel, what's going on?
Well, the truth is,
So she dreads the day we all pass away, and she's left behind.
That's so sad.
Was there anything else Pascal mentioned?
Yes. She also asked us to come to the Amarcian Enclave. She didn't give any specifics, but she wants to tell us something about Fodra.
is that right?
Well, it's good timing if nothing else. We need to talk about the monsters anyway.
I suppose we should head straight for the Enclave.
Lieutenant, the President has requested that you return to Strata and present him with a full report.
He's like, I guess.
Hubert, are you sure you should be ignoring the president like that?
Yes, I'm sure it's fine. My subordinate can make the report as clearly as I.
It looks like someone is eager to see Pascal again.
Oh, what? I'll thank you to keep such ungentlemanly suggestions to yourself.
Are you turning down the president's daughter because of Pascal?
Wait, what's going on?
Nothing's going on. Come on, let's go. Hurry up.
Okay, now let's come back here. We can grab this chest real quickly. The gnome cloak. And then we can head to the exit.
Hubert, I get all fluttery when you fix upon me with those puppy dog eyes.
I assure you that I was not looking at you, Captain.
Of course. Then it must be my communicator. If you'd also like to have one of these, I'm sure Pascal can whip something up.
Huh?
Let's send her a message right now.
No! Captain, wait! Please stop!
What? Don't you want one?
The mere thought of having to receive that woman's gibberish-filled reports makes me tremble in fear.
makes him tremble in fear. Got it. Message sent.
Why did you do that?
Just kidding.
Captain!
I think we should still be able to just exit over here, right? Oops. Ah, we might as well. Yeah, these enemies will be dead in seconds. Beautiful. Okay, so let's not save over that. So yeah, as you can see, this is where I got when I realized, oops, not streaming, and messed up. So we've officially gotten past the area where I've seen the cutscene, so that's really good. Let's see, it says we've been streaming for about an hour and a half. I'm going to take a break, guys. I will talk to you all lovely people very, very soon. Hola, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to hear from you. Okay, so we are back. We are backer than back. We are, in fact, Backington the Third. So let's put this up here. Now, I need to find where I was in my guide. Let's see, how far into Legacy... Oh, it's counting us as 98% of the way through, even though we are clearly not. Okay, here we are. Barona Catacombs. Gustwork Ruins. Okay. As you exit the sanctuary, watch the Sentimental Journey skit. Alright.
I'm so surprised you're still a bachelor, Captain.
Yeah, especially at your age.
Watch it, Asbel.
Was that necessary?
Yeah.
You don't have a girlfriend?
No.
What a waste. Any girl would be thrilled to have someone like you.
Ooh.
So, Sharia, will you go out with me?
Huh? Captain, you can't be... not Sharia.
I'm sorry. I have to go.
The women who claim you're a catch are always the ones who throw you back.
Captain Malik, I can't believe...
Relax, it was just a joke. Now go chase after her.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to those two, I can't help but remember. Even now, I taste the lilac liqueur we drank when we were both stationed at the same Velanik Hotel. How I'd love just one more drink.
That sounds really good. Also, that's very sad. It's very sad, but it's also sweet. Because he kind of gets to relive that love through them.
Something wrong?
No, I just spaced out for a second.
If you're feeling tired, we should rest somewhere.
That's not a bad idea. Maybe we should stay at the inn tonight.
Hey, everyone. I just got us a reservation at the inn.
A considerate gesture from Asbel?
He must have been worried about Sharia.
What's wrong with Sharia?
The heat has gotten to her, and she's a bit exhausted.
What? Sharia, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. But why did you get a reservation?
Because tomorrow is the annual Lake Grail Festival. I thought we could take a day and check it out.
Well, that sounds cool.
Well, that's fine. We wanted a room anyway.
Yes. Let's go rest at the inn.
And let's thank my brother for being so incredibly attentive.
Come on, it all worked out in the end, right? You're welcome? Hey, wait up!
Okay, that's pretty funny. So, just over here, we can go to the inn. And here, see a star event.
My body feels so heavy.
Ooh,
I
a
must be
voice star
tired.
event.
But I can't ask to rest.
Why? Come on, Sherry. We've been traveling together for 80 hours now. Like, I think you're okay to ask for some rest.
I have to be strong.
Hello? Please, are you with a relief organization?
Yes, I am.
You must help us. We were making explosives, but something went wrong and... oh, it's horrible.
Of course. I'll come right away.
Ooh, that sounds gory.
Sharia? Hey, the cook's asking what you want for breakfast. Sharia? It's a little early in the morning to be running off.
Asbel,
Hey, there you are.
I'm sorry. I had to go help more of the wounded.
Oh, well, I guess that... Geez, Sharia, you don't look well at all. Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just a little tired is all.
You're burning up.
I'm fine, really.
You're not fine, Sheria. You have to rest. You okay? Can I get you anything?
Just keep holding my hand.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing? When we were kids, you always stayed with me when I was sick.
Yeah, because you used to cry and tell me I couldn't leave.
I did that? So why were you looking for me earlier anyway?
Oh, don't worry about it. It wasn't important.
I see. It's weird to be sick again. It's been a long time. Back then, I just wanted to be healthy so I could keep up with you.
I guess Sophie helped your wish come true, huh?
Yes, she did.
And once that happened, you raced past me and never looked back.
That's not true. I was always with you, Asbel. And now I see that you were always with me.
I suppose? You're acting kind of weird today, Sheria. This isn't like you.
Maybe it's the fever talking.
Go to sleep, okay?
I'll get stronger, you know? And then we can run at the same pace. We can do anything if we stay together, Asbel. We can even bring peace to Affinia.
I know we can, Sheria. Sleep well.
I will. Thanks, Asbel.
That's so cute. Okay, so now we can warp to Euliberte. Here there is
A city
a skit.
of water and sun. Such beauty is the pride of every Stratton citizen.
As it should be. No matter how often I come here, I can't help but gasp at its splendor. It's like a jewel box has been upended on the sand.
A jewel box? Anyway, Verona is nothing to sneeze at either.
Ah, indeed. The ancient castles and historic neighborhoods are as pieces of a shimmering jewel box that conveys our rich history.
Another jewel box?
Zavhert may be lacking in traditional beauty, but neither city can match its sheer majesty.
Perhaps it is so. Zavhert is built from hard labor and workmanlike skill, a veritable jewel box boasting the artistry and craftsmanship of her designers.
Enough with the jewel box!
Asbel?
Did I say that out loud?
He's like, I need a different metaphor. Paint me a mental picture. Okay, so just up here, we... what district is this? Okay. Here's the residential district. So if we come over by the fountains here, we can watch this
It's been
scene.
half a year since I visited Strata. There was a lot going on back then. But this time, I'll make sure to visit your family and introduce myself. As your brother.
You don't need to do that.
Sure I do. Is everyone doing well?
Oh, the same as always, I suppose. My father is a bit meeker from all his political struggles, and Raymond is off traveling the world.
Oh, so is Raymond doing the same sorts of things that you are?
I wouldn't say that, but he's actually... well, he's following Sheria.
Following Sheria? What do you mean?
Well, I suppose it's a little more complicated than that. Probably. He raises money to support Sheria's relief organization, and sometimes he visits their operations sites as an inspector.
I can't believe that! He's a great guy to care so much!
Asbel, you don't? I'm just going to let this go.
Wow. That was funny. That was really funny. Okay, so now we are going to head... I guess it'd be here, hey? Fendel Borderlands. Okay, so now we're gonna walk to Velenik. Velenik is straight north from here, if I'm not mistaken. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And here we are. Head to the inn in Velanik now. Bum, 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 bum. This place is sad and cold. It's a wonder we're alive in this cold darkness. Okay, so coming to the inn, we can get a star event. A voiced star event?
Time flies.
Yeah.
You're a man now in all but name.
You promised to buy me your favorite cocktail when I'm older.
Did I now? It's been a long time since I've really enjoyed a stiff drink. I used to drink to forget my troubles, but now it just brings them back. If I'd only been honest with myself about my feelings, she might still be alive.
Captain?
Oh, sorry. My heart gets a little weak when I drink. Time for some air.
I've been looking for you, Malik.
Oh.
Wait, you're...
You are Malik Caesar, correct? Special attaché to the Chancellor? Let me get straight to the point. My name is Ulicia, and we need your help.
But I don't do... What is this? What kind of help?
I cannot say more here. If you are willing to listen, come to the location indicated on this paper. Also, I have a message for you.
Okay.
If you refuse us, the lilac petals will fall a second time.
What is that supposed to mean?
No idea. I was simply asked to relay the message.
For sure it has something to do with
This sounds like
Lorelia.
revolutionary business. My days of bringing about change through force have passed me by. Find someone else.
Very well. I'll pass your answer on.
Captain, did you know that woman?
She looks like a woman who died a long time ago.
Couldn't be his daughter, could it?
Zavert Plaza, is it? If you refuse, the lilac petals will fall a second time.
They're threatening to kill his daughter. Which would imply that him and Lorelia at least had an intimate relationship.
This town seems brighter and more energetic than the last time we were here.
The whole country has grown a bit richer thanks to Pascal's hot water distribution system.
It doesn't appear the water has arrived here yet.
Right. They're scheduled to begin installing the pipes at this location soon.
It pains me to say this in your presence, Malik, but I fear Chancellor Eigen's government may not hold for much longer. The invasions of Lant, the experiments on Forbernir, his dictatorial ways and short-term political calculations have pushed this country into a corner. It's holding on for now, but I truly worry for the future of Fendel. I find it difficult to foresee what's up ahead.
I have taken responsibility to see this development plan through, no matter what happens to the government. I assure you, my associates and I will turn things around in Fendel.
For anyone but you, Captain Malik, I'd have my doubts. But you've already done fantastic work with the hot water system.
Your Highness is most kind.
You guys haven't forgotten about Pascal by any chance, have you?
I think we just did.
That's really funny. I mean, in all fairness, she should probably be around. Come on, right? That's what I'm saying. Come on, Pascal. Okay, so now we can come and watch the star event.
Lilacs hold the meaning of memories of youth.
Oh, it could also be that Kurt is in danger.
Lilac petals will fall a second. Wait, so that's what it means.
Captain?
She's in danger. We have to find her.
He's here! Chancellor Eigen is here!
The Chancellor has come to visit his people!
Damn.
Ooh. Ooh.
Captain!
No. Okay. What happened?
Why did you...
What is the meaning of this, Malik? What? She's...
This woman is Ulicia, one of the few revolutionaries still active in this country.
How can you people associate with this man? He's a government dog.
That's a lie! He isn't like that!
Peace, Asbel. I understand why she would see me that way. The people of this nation finally have hope back in their lives. But the common good means nothing to those who seek power. You are no different than the government you claim to oppose. If this continues, the people of Fendel will eventually lose their hope.
We fight to free the people from the boot heel of government oppression.
Your comrades were ready to let you die to achieve a goal. If the revolution won't take care of its own, how will it possibly look out for the people?
You understand nothing.
You remind me of Chancellor Eigen's late daughter.
What?
I loved her. Once. Your friends thought that if you approached me, I would agree to help them. But when that failed, they thrust a suicide mission upon you.
It doesn't matter. I'm just as dead now as if I'd finished it. Come, Eigen! Execute me, and see how a true patriot faces death!
Very well, if that is your wish. For tonight, we will hold you in custody.
You'll... what?
Tomorrow morning, you will board a ship. Once it is at sea, you will be informed of your destination.
I see. So it's to be exile, then.
Do you find this acceptable, Chancellor?
Do as you wish. Just take her from my sight. When I see her face, I can't help but think of my daughter. I am old, Malik, and I'm getting older. It seems I spend all my time thinking on better days.
Then we must do all we can to ensure this is a new age for the people. You love this country, Chancellor. When the people see that, they will rise to defend her. I promise you.
Indeed. From now on, I shall work with the people to see that they want for nothing.
What a great little scene to tie up the revolution. And this idea of like a new world, where instead of Lambda birthing a new world, we are birthing a new world.
The people of Zavert seem to be in higher spirits these days than they used to be.
Perhaps, but there's still such a heavy curtain of doom and gloom over this city.
Those are strong words, Your Majesty. So, if I may ask, how would you go about lifting that curtain?
First and foremost, I would change the soldiers' uniforms. My heart sinks to look upon such grim livery.
Hey, what if we got rid of the hats? If the citizens can see a soldier's face, they might seem more approachable.
Rejected. A hat is a soldier's pride.
Perhaps we should have different colors for each regiment's uniform. Such a variety of hues would make a cheerful impression.
My eyes bleed at the thought.
What if maybe you added a cute lacy frill to the cuffs of the
No,
coats?
Sharia.
And maybe some designer logos.
Fendel
Yes,
by
that
Louis
might work.
Vuitton.
Your Majesty?
And perhaps a sparkling white coat of paint for Fendel Tower. I'm certain that would raise spirits.
With a giant mech popping out.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
You can't be serious.
Or am I?
Amazing. Alright, let's head on over to the Marcian Enclave.
Hey, look.
Poisson.
It's Poisson.
Why are you running in slow-mo, Poisson?
Hello, everyone. We've been expecting you. Where are Sophie and Pascal? They're off visiting the Fendel Glacier ruins.
We come all this way and she isn't here. That is so like her.
Yeah, it
What
really
are they
is.
doing at the ruins?
Fendel has soldiers stationed there, but they've suddenly gone quiet. We fear that monsters may have forced their way inside.
So Pascal and Sophie went there to see if they could help.
Then we'd better follow them.
Okay, so we're gonna begin by going to the inn save, which is just over here.
So, this is Pascal's home, is it? The Marcian Enclave.
This is your first time visiting?
Yes, what a strange city. It's in the middle of a snowy mountain, but it isn't cold at all. And such advanced infrastructure. A Marcian technology never ceases to amaze. If only our country had access to their knowledge.
We have a
I think it should be
Pascal.
available for the entire world to share.
I must propose that to Chancellor Eigen at our next leadership summit. Putting that aside, have you properly introduced yourself to your future friends and family?
My future family? What do you mean?
Pascal's friends and family, of course. This would be a good opportunity to go and say hello to them, don't you think?
What? Pascal's friends? I already took care of that.
What? Who told you to... Why would you...
Was that wrong? Pascal's always helping us out, so I told her friends how much we appreciate her.
Oh, so that's what you meant. For a moment there, I thought you'd done me a favor.
Wait, how did I become the bad guy?
Amazing. Okay, so from here we're gonna go to the Fendel Glacier ruins. And unfortunately, at the end of this dungeon, I'm going to have to end the stream. And tomorrow morning, maybe tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we might get about an hour to stream. We'll see.
It looks like they're down near the Valkanus.
We should hurry.
So there's some really good items that you can get in here. So just retrace your steps that you took beforehand. I'm probably not going to go out of my way to get the chests. If I see them, though, like that, I'll grab them. But that would have been Sage.
This won't take long.
Covering fire!
You got a barrel.
I should throw on a holy bottle. There we go. Now we can come through here. I'll grab this. I think this is going to be... Yeah! Scars of Eternia. Basically, it's a legendary weapon based on the game, Tales of Eternia. That's Magic Carta number 60.
Stay sharp, even against chance.
Nice. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, we're pretty much there, but there's a couple chests. There's one down that way that you can go get. You can also get the Tales of Tempest legendary weapon called Tempest Bringer. now coming just down here. Oh, I was incorrect. It's this way that we need to go. Again, there's quite a few soul orbs in here, but none of them are terribly difficult. For the most part, I just went for the Ruins Goblin. But it's up to you, depending on what you want to do.
She makes us come all this way and then... what was she thinking?
Come on, are you still talking about that, Hubert? They had more urgent business to deal with than wait for us.
Well, of course I know that. And it's all the more reason for her to wait, since she knew we'd be arriving soon.
So in other words, you wanted to come swooping in and save Pascal.
No, I think Hubert just wanted to be by her side. Circumstances be damned.
Wrong, wrong, wrong. I'm just trying to understand why she goes off half-cocked at the slightest provocation. How can someone so smart behave like such a fool?
He's worried about her.
He is, isn't he?
What is up with those two?
Man, Asbel, we need to get you caught up so that you can be involved in these gentlemanly councils. Ooh. You okay, Pascal? Those are nasty incisors. Atta girl, Sophie.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was dope.
It's strong.
Not as strong as all 6 of us.
You sure know how to cause trouble.
You saved my life! Totally awesome! Time for a celebration! Let's party!
The party will have to wait for now.
This game is so goofy. This game reminds me a lot of Kingdom Hearts, actually. It has a very similar vibe to Kingdom Hearts 1. Ooh, sliced him in half.
Yeah! That was so great! That was... Lambda's power.
Oh, I guess she's never seen Lambda's power now. That's right, it activated back there. Here we go. Okay, let's guard. Come on, let's go. Let's see if we can get him down before he unfreezes. No, we could not. Man, oh man, my A-arts are so bloody strong. It's actually crazy how much stronger A-arts are than B-arts.
I must admit that your skills are quite impressive.
Yeah, they are. We know.
That's the last of them.
I'm disappointed to find them here as well.
Have you guys fought those things before?
We faced similar monsters in Windor. If it wasn't for Lambda's power, we'd almost certainly have perished.
So Lambda's awake now?
Yeah, it appears that way.
Well, he seems useful enough, so I guess it's okay. I mean, he worked really well against those guys.
We're trying to learn why the monsters have grown so aggressive recently. Is there anything you can tell us?
No, I'm not really a biologist or whatever. You should talk to Fourier. Where is she now? Well, she usually locks herself in her lab, but right now I think she's at the Amarcian Enclave. We should head back there. I want to talk to you guys about some stuff anyway. What is Lambda doing to Asbel?
She's so worried.
Sophie, are you okay?
It's not going to be like last time. I promise we won't have to fight. Don't worry, Sophie.
Sophie kind of believes you, but she's not happy about it. Okay, so just so you guys know, if you come back here and you head down there, there's a series of chests that you can get, including a magic card of 2 and a kingly cloak.
Asbel will be all right, Sophie. I know it.
Richard.
Things are different.
She's like, silence, old Lambda.
It won't be like when I merged with Lambda.
What was that?
Asbel has what it
Nothing.
takes to confront Lambda directly, without facing any repercussions. His will is strong enough to keep things in check. That's why I know he'll be okay. I wanted you to know as much.
Thank you, Richard. And I wanted to say, I'm sorry.
For what?
For what happened 6 months ago. I thought I should apologize.
No, I am the one who needs to apologize. It was all my fault, and I'm sorry.
So, are we back to being friends?
Yes.
Then I'll be your friend too.
You too?
Sophie, this man is dangerous. Let's move away from him.
Wait, the captain is dangerous?
Oh yes, he's a wolf.
I see your majesty still has a biting sense of humor.
Okay, so now I'm going to take the warp here. This will bring us right back to the entrance where we can leave and head back to the Amarcian Enclave. Okay, so now we can go talk to the Overseer.
Oh my gosh, Fourier, I haven't seen you in forever. Just when I thought it was safe to relax. It looks like you brought the whole gang with you. Listen, Fourier, we need your help. Oh? When monsters change, it's usually due to a mutation triggered by their environment.
Okay.
Sorry, but could you explain?
All creatures have
Increased
the ability to
Elith,
adapt
or-
to changing conditions. It's what allows the species to thrive. For example, if animals from a warm climate are transported to a colder one, many of them will perish. However, the strong ones will adapt and evolve in order to survive.
So is that what's happening here?
Yes, I would assume the monsters are evolving to better meet the threat posed by humans.
So you think we're helping to make the monsters stronger?
That's what I just said, isn't it? Of course, it's just a hypothesis.
But doesn't it usually take forever for things to evolve?
Normally, yes. Evolution is a slow process that takes several generations to unfold. But we have numerous examples of sudden mutations in monsters, especially those that live near the Valkanus. In other words, outside interference greatly increases the odds of rapid mutation. I would theorize that an unknown being is affecting them, perhaps something similar to Lambda or Lestalia. Do you think Lambda himself might be responsible?
Absolutely not.
You seem quite sure.
Dude, we know you're inside of us. Stop acting all, high and mighty in here, Lambda.
How can you be so certain? Do you doubt my powers?
No. That's not it.
It's not that. I made a decision to exist together with you, so of course I'm going to trust you.
Did you say trust?
You lent me your power because you were trying to help. Isn't that right?
Even if true, I would do so only because you are my host vessel. Though I exist inside you, do not be so arrogant as to think you can control me.
I'm not trying to control you. You helped us back there. You saved our lives. I haven't thanked you yet, so thanks.
This is nonsense.
Lamb just like, I can't deal with you, Asbel. I'm done talking to you. Go back to your friends. My power's powerful enough to conquer the world even inside of you, frickin' human.
I don't know if Lambda influenced the mutations, but I didn't sense his power in those monsters.
If that's the case, then I think the problem might be up there.
In Fodra.
In Fodra?
I wanted to talk to you because Fodra's been acting kind of wonky. I didn't even notice until Poisson and the Overseer brought it up. But ever since, me and all the other Amarcians have been studying it. About 2 months ago, we found Elith gushing from a point on the surface.
Okay.
Therefore, Fodra's supposedly non-functional core is showing signs of activity. If Fodra's core is in fact the source of all life, then yes, it's conceivable that the core might be promoting evolution in the monsters.
Is my sister the best or what? Okay guys, I gotta take the shuttle and zip off to Fodra.
Do you really think you'll learn something new up there?
Well, I'm sure not learning anything standing around here.
In that case, we'll go with you.
Oh hey, wait, is Stratus Valkanus still okay? 'Cause you know, all these crazy monsters are appearing near Valkanus.
At the very least, the president deserves to know. But that means a side trip to Strata.
I'll go. But I'm not looking forward to it.
Oops, sorry about that.
Something wrong, Hubert?
Yeah, I can't imagine you would be.
No, it's nothing.
How about we go with you? It'll be a lot easier than going alone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But please try not to cause any trouble.
A guilty conscience.
Aw, you look down, little bro. What's wrong?
Who, me? No, nothing's wrong. Leave me alone.
Jeez, fine. Sorry. No need to be so cold. Gosh.
You are being mean to Pascal, Hubert.
Yeah,
No, I'm-
Hubert.
Wait, am I? But that's how I've always acted.
You never look her in the eyes.
Sophie, you are very perceptive. It's just, looking at her like that is difficult. It's hard for me to explain. I don't think I can meet her gaze at this particular moment.
Do you have a guilty conscience?
Huh? You've been talking to the captain, haven't you?
When a man has a guilty conscience, he can't look a woman in the eye, right?
Perhaps not. Not that I feel particularly guilty about anything, mind you. I hate to admit it, but sometimes even I don't understand what's wrong with me.
It's okay. Cheer up, Hubert.
That's so cute. I think we all know. I think we all know exactly what's wrong. Wow. Oh, hello, Scene. You okay, Soph?
Sophie? You all right? If you have something to say, you shouldn't keep it inside. Pascal, I want to be human.
But you're already plenty human. Your body's just a little different is all.
No, it's more than that. I'm not like you at all. Asbel, Sharia, Hubert, Richard, Pascal, Captain Malik, you're all going to die someday. But not me. If I were a human, you couldn't leave me behind when you died. Help me, Asbel. How do I become human?
She's having some major existential crises here. I don't know if we're equipped to deal with this.
It's impossible, isn't it? I'm not even capable of tears. No matter how sad I get, I can't even cry like you. I just want to be the same as you. I wish that Asbel was my father and Sharia was my mother. I wish I'd been born human with you as my family.
Aw.
Sophie.
Asbel, I'm not sure it's a good idea to bring her with us.
It's okay. I'll stay behind, here with Sophie. I just don't think she should travel until she's feeling a little better.
It's not like
I'll
she's
stay
ill,
here, too.
though.
I'm totally good at cheering people up.
And you, Asbel?
It might help to come along and clear your head for a bit.
All right. I'll go to Strata.
Well, it looks like it's just the men this time.
Sharia, take care of Sophie, okay?
Okay. Oops. We missed something just over here.
So that big crater in front of the village is still there, huh?
The one Pascal made? Yes. There was talk about filling it in, but it's not blocking the road or anything, so we left it.
Since we're talking about Pascal, I've been wondering about something. Are Pascal, Poisson, and Foyer all sisters?
Apparently, Amarcians get married and have children at much younger ages than we do. They say it's healthier, biologically speaking. I hear that some parents and children are so close in age that they often claim to be siblings when dealing with the outside world.
What he's trying to say is that Fourier is Pascal's mother, and Poisson is Pascal's daughter.
What?
Wait, what? Her daughter?
It would be
With
shocking if it were true.
Huh?
I'd imagine that Pascal and Fourier are sisters, just as it appears, and Poisson is unrelated, since
Okay.
she's in line to be the next overseer.
They spooked me for a second.
I'll just ask Pascal next time I see her.
Man, that was something. I don't even know how to take that one. Ooh, I'm excited. I kept on seeing there's like 3 or 4 skits called The Mask of Justice. Or The Mask of. And I'm curious what it is.
I have always wanted to come to this place.
So you can challenge Riot Peak and test her skill?
Right. And also meet Ombre Noir, the Mask of Justice.
Homeboy Niles?
Ombre Noir. He makes his home at Riot Peak and protects the island. He invites warriors to fight so that he might instill in powerful men a desire for peace. Whenever innocents are in peril, he leaves the island and emerges as a powerful force for righteousness.
Yeah, but wait, hold on. I thought only the Guardians live on Riot Peak.
You are correct. Ombre Noir is a character based off the Riot Peak Guardian we met.
Wait, you met the Guardian?
Well, yeah.
Wow, I've always wanted to meet him.
I even got his autograph.
When did that happen?
Incredible! You must show it to me later.
Why wait till later when I can show you now? It's right over there in my luggage.
Oh, let's see.
Those two sure are chummy.
Man, I should have asked for an autograph too.
Okay, so now we can go to You Liberté. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head to the presidential palace. So we want to go governmental district. Very nice option to be able to warp. We love that.
This is starting to get out of hand.
I couldn't do anything for her. I didn't know what to say.
Few people would. It's a difficult problem with no one simple solution. Right now, you need to attend to business. You can make time for Sophie later.
You're right. Of course. So, Hubert, will we see the president soon? Hubert?
Come in, Earth to Hubert.
Yes, of course.
Worried about the president's daughter, are you?
Captain,
Wait, what?
it's nothing. It's just a little marriage proposal.
I never thought I'd hear the words Hubert and marriage in the same conversation.
You're one to talk. Mother had plenty to say about you in her letters, you know.
Don't you two have anything better to do than discuss my personal life?
Don't look at me. Your marriage is all she can think about anymore.
It is a sign of great trust for the president to offer you his daughter's hand.
I know, and that's what makes it so awkward. If you hadn't sent that request for aid, I don't know what I'd be doing now.
If you're this worried, Hubert, maybe we shouldn't go on.
I'm not worried, it's just... I don't know how to approach the president. because I have no intention of accepting the proposal.
The president is reasonable. If you speak with him man to man, I'm sure he'll understand.
Filial piety.
So, how is your foster father doing these days, Hubert?
Well, he spent quite a bit of time moping around the house.
Was he sick?
No, it's from when the president discovered his plan to take over Lant. You can imagine the repercussions he had to face as a direct result. I won't lie, those were tough times. But now my father and the president seem to be getting along far better than they were before.
So, all the talk about you marrying the president's daughter stems from that?
Yes, that may be the case.
Regardless, treasure the time you have left with your father. You don't know how long his health will hold, and I'm sure he still has things to teach you.
There isn't much I care to hear from that particular father.
The more I see of men like you, the less I want a son of my own.
Does that mean you want a daughter, Captain Malik?
Well, I suppose I wouldn't mind an adorable little girl.
Adorable, sure. Until she grows up and calls you a pig, and tells you to stay out of her life forever.
Hubert, does it bring you joy to crush my dreams?
Oh, please, Captain. I'm only being realistic. Whether he's
Hubert
right
the
or not,
contrarian.
I do have things to report. I suppose a quick family visit wouldn't hurt?
Okay. Let's head inside and chat with the president. Enter.
Mr. President.
Hubert, Lord Asbel. My goodness, King Richard.
What's going on? Did something happen?
We've received word that the Valkanus is under attack.
Damn! I didn't think the monsters would get here so quickly.
Do you know something?
We can explain everything later. Right now, we need your permission to attack these creatures.
King Richard, I couldn't possibly ask that of you.
Please, I insist. My kingdom owes a great debt to the courage of Strata. I would do anything in my power to help you.
Additionally, sir, I fear our soldiers will be no match for these monsters.
However, we have recently acquired the power to combat them.
Very well. If things are as you say, I will leave these beasts in your capable hands.
Thank you, Mr. President. We won't disappoint you.
We will not upset you. I promise you, Sir President. So now we're gonna go and chat with the Oswells for a quick moment. I believe it's just over here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this is the Oswell Manor. Father, hello.
Welcome back, Hubert. How are things progressing?
Just
We have
swimmingly.
obstacles, but none that cannot be overcome.
Good, good. But now we have another matter to discuss. I'm currently in talks to re-establish myself as a player in Strata's political machine. The President and I had our differences, yes, but that's all behind us now. I am counting on you, Hubert. Do not fail me.
He's talking about marriage, isn't he?
I fear he will be disappointed. I have no interest in marrying the President's daughter.
Then you'd best refuse him quickly.
I don't get it, Hubert. Why are you so against the idea?
I'm sure he has a reason.
One very loud,
In situations
slightly
such as
obnoxious
these,
reason.
You must be both clear and firm. To do anything else would invite disaster.
I am aware of that, Captain. It's just...
I understand. It must be hard to have a true love who is so... well, you know.
True love? What are you talking about?
Oh, come now. There's no point in denying it.
Exactly.
We all know, after all.
What?
I'm really confused right now.
Don't worry about it, Asbel.
But if you want to refuse the president, you're going to need a good reason.
Hubert is still young. Perhaps he can claim he's not ready for the responsibility of a family.
Yes, but married life changes reality for everyone. I don't see why that would be any different for me.
What if you said you didn't want to marry until your military position was more secure?
I'm already a lieutenant.
Bah, titles are meaningless.
If I wished it, I could have thousands of troops at my command.
All right, fine. Then tell him ladies at every port of call have fallen for your good looks.
That's a terrible idea. I want to avoid a marriage, not lose the respect of the people.
I'm starting to think you don't want to avoid this marriage at all.
Well, not with these awful ideas, I don't.
Oh, this is madness. Just tell him you're in love with someone else already.
And if people ask who it is?
Then tell them her name.
Oh, yes, a splendid idea. And who would honestly believe I carried a torch for her?
No one.
I think you just admitted it.
Now see here! Holy crap!
I think your brother has finally figured it out. What do you think, Asbel?
Hubert's in love with... Enough! We are done talking about this.
Oh, come on, little bro.
Now then. I have no plans to marry the president's daughter.
Oh, we know.
If she'd even have you.
After all, I have little interest in the political ambitions of my father. If I am to support this country in the future, I must maintain my connection to the common people. Just as I know she will.
This was such a great scene. All the scenes in this game are bloody great, aren't they? Okay, what time is it? It's 1:15. In that case, let's warp to the Strata Desert Ruins. Ooh.
Damn! They just keep coming!
They just keep coming and
Come
they
on,
won't stop
let's
coming.
lend a hand.
Asbel's fighting, hitting the ground running. Silly old golems never knew that they'd lose just to you.
Victory is ours.
That's the way we do it.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Assemble the remaining soldiers and hold this point at all costs. Yes, sir.
All right, here we are. I remember it was around this point in playing the game that I was shocked at just how much beef there is to this game.
We need to do something about the monsters in these ruins as expediently as possible.
Doing so will earn you further accolades and raise your stock. Soon the president will beg to have you as his son-in-law.
Please, that's enough. It is not the sort of decision one should be coerced into making. He's
True.
But it's a truth of marriage. The higher you rise, the less your own opinions matter.
You too, Richard?
True, too.
Oh, yes. An endless stream of Windor nobility keeps pestering me about their eligible daughters.
I envy your array of options, Your Majesty.
Do you now? I've heard talk that you have a beautiful girl waiting at every port in the land.
Yeah, it's rough. Girls keep telling themselves and everyone else that they're my lover.
Interesting. Might you have done something to give them that impression?
Not that I can remember.
Come on, guys. This is crazy. I don't want to select a wife like I'm shopping from a catalog.
I mean, you have a pretty stacked catalog to look into. Waiting back at the Marcian Enclave, if you know what I mean. Okay, so we're gonna go red. And then yellow. And then we can come back and go blue, and that is going to get us through. Okay, so there is a chest and all that stuff down there, but again, I'm not getting any of the chests here. Only because I really want to get through the story of this game quickly, because I'm actually running out of time to stream this game before Xenoblade Chronicles X. I'd like to be fully done this game, including all of the optional stuff that I'd like to do in New Game Plus, because I'd like to play through the game at least one more time on New Game Plus. So we'll have to see about that. Oh, that one was simple. Now, luckily... No, piss off. Go away. We're gonna... There's a discovery here that we can grab. I didn't grab it last time, though. Or forgot to grab it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, just up here is where we actually have to go. There we go. That's the way it's done. So with that puzzle, you can... Basically, you're trying to mix colors. I'm gonna run away.
I'll give you everything I've got. And this, and some of these.
But yeah, mainly there is a couple magic cards here and a couple cool optional weapons. Now we can watch this.
I'm sensing something strange. The monsters we seek may be nearby.
And with this, your stock will rise, the president will beg to have you as his son-in-law, and...
Again with this? Your lips are much too loose, Captain. What sort of soldier openly discusses his comrades' personal affairs?
Well, usually my lips are sealed, but when it's information we all share already, that's a different story.
My affairs are not common gossip.
Now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure the captain spilled one of my secrets once.
Whatever are we to do with you, Malik? We shall have to find a punishment that fits your crime. Perhaps I should read aloud the contents of a certain love letter you wrote 20 years ago.
I don't know where you got that, but if you read it, I'll be forced to share humiliating stories from His Majesty's childhood.
You would threaten your king?
There's little difference between king and subject in a place like this.
So bring
yes,
it,
let's
Richard.
Put that aside and make for... Hey, stop! Listen to me!
Okay, so with that, it's 122. Okay. Let's watch this cutscene. We'll finish up here, and then we have to go. You guys think you're strong enough to fight me?
Controlling the monsters Lambda left behind.
It appears Fourier was correct after all.
Let's do this.
I expect the best from everyone. Diabolic rage! Evil be gratified! Okay. I will slay all who oppose.
There we go. So we got them. Now there's going to be another quick cutscene. What the heck was that? Oh, that was probably like what Excel mode looks like. Yeah.
That's the last of them.
We need to find the source of these monsters before things get worse.
Agreed.
Very true.
They're almost unmanageable as it is.
Let's return to the Amarcian Enclave and meet up with the girls. Thanks, Richard.
You look exhausted. Are you sure it's safe to keep wielding Lambda's power like this?
I'm fine. I'm just not used to it. Besides, I know he's not trying to control me.
Did he say that?
No. I just trust that it's true.
I don't understand, Asbel. I would never have the strength to trust him after what he did.
It's not about strength, Richard. If anything, I have to believe in him because I'm weak. But I suppose some things can't be helped no matter how hard you believe. When we were kids, I believed we'd be together forever. And so did Sophie. That's not gonna happen. Not as long as we're all human.
Asbel.
We can hope and pray and believe all we want, but it doesn't change a damn thing. That's why I don't know what to say to her.
There we go. So you can go around the chest there to the left and you'll get another chest with magic card number 59. Here's another scene.
A moment, please. I need to relay our report for the President.
So what's Fodra like?
That's right. You haven't been there before. Well, it's sad, actually. It's withered and desolate and everything's dead.
And that's where Lambda came from.
Yeah.
You are conflicted.
Can't hide anything from you, huh? You heard what Sophie said.
Protoss haste was designed to destroy me. That was the entire purpose for her existence. And now that purpose is gone, it's no wonder she's malfunctioning. Without purpose, she's little more than an empty, soulless doll, doomed to be alone for all eternity. Quite tragic, really. Your human life is limited. How can you hope to save Protoss haste from her solitude?
Well,
Your worries grow with each passing moment.
Don't worry, I'll take one for the team.
Can
I'll
you find an
procreate
answer in
with
the
Sharia.
midst of such despair?
I know, I'm noble.
I look forward to watching your fragile little mind scramble for an answer.
Did you need to add the little part, Lambda? I feel like our brains are about the same size, little
Long for
humanoid.
all eternity. I remember how I felt when Dad died. If I hadn't recovered from that. I thought I'd lost everything, but then Sophie was there for me. It made me happy. It was like being part of a new family. A family.
Thanks for waiting. Let's be on our way.
Okay, so now I can... After the next scene, go south a little bit, grab and watch the Where Friendship Goes skit before leaving. Did we already watch that? I don't think we did. Oh, no, I didn't, because it's right here.
The girls are waiting for us. Let's hurry back to the Amarcian Enclave.
I wonder if Sophie's gonna be okay after this.
Asbel.
Richard, when someone dies, that's the end of their friendship, right?
Are you thinking about Sophie?
Yeah, what happens after we pass away? We would just end up becoming some distant memory for those left behind. If everything ends up disappearing in the end, what's the point of all this? And where would that leave Sophie? She would end up being all alone, without any of us to support her.
Asbel, let's not worry about such things now. That day is far in the future.
You don't know that. We could die tomorrow, or even today.
Asbel, calm yourself. Even if that happened, all we can do is value the time we have with Sophie. That way, a part of us will remain in her heart after we're gone.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I truly do. Now come on, let's go see Sophie.
Alright, you know what that means. We're right back to that Amarcian Enclave. Yep. Rainbow lens. That's pretty. Okay, so we are out here. Now let's head on back to the Amarcian Enclave. Now, I'm curious. So we pretty much just have what happens here, right? And then we are going to go and... yeah, pretty much we have a little bit of detours to do. Then we have to swing by Telos a stew. Then we have a dungeon to do. 2 dungeons to do. Then we have a fair bit of scenes at Telos a stew. Then we go in for the final battle, or sorry, for the final dungeon. Then we have a huge list of skits and various things we have to do. And then we'll be caught up to where we were. So I'm thinking that we will beat the game next time we play. We won't be able to get the platinum next time. Unfortunately, that's going to take a lot of playing off screen, where I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do about it. But yeah. Yeah, we are blasting through this much faster. As you can see, it took me about 20 hours of grinding to get all the soul orbs from Lineage and Legacies. So I'm actually kind of enjoying playing through like this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an absolute pleasure. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk